begins to stand out in a way that the bad boy simply can't. But even then, the shift isn't always easy. The pull of the bad boy, with all his intensity and unpredictability, is strong. The nice guy may offer stability and emotional safety, but that stability can feel almost boring in comparison. The lack of emotional highs and lows can feel like a letdown after the thrilling roller coaster ride of the bad boy. It's not that the nice guy doesn't have qualities that are essential for a healthy relationship. It's that, for someone who's been conditioned to seek out chaos and unpredictability, the calmness of the nice guy can feel almost too mundane. This is the internal battle that many women face. On one hand, they want the emotional security, the kindness and the empathy that the nice guy offers. But on the other hand, they crave the emotional intensity, the passion, and the thrill that only the bad boy can provide. It's a balancing act, and it requires a great deal of self-awareness to recognize what truly brings long-term fulfillment in a relationship. What makes this struggle even more difficult is societal conditioning. Society often glorifies the bad boy. Movies, books, and television shows have long depicted the bad boy as the ultimate romantic figure, the misunderstood, mysterious man, who is wild and free, but who ultimately falls in love with the right woman. This portrayal has romanticized the idea that women should pursue the bad boy, chase after him, and try to fix him. The message that is often sent is that the bad boy's flaws are what make him desirable. This cultural narrative makes it even harder for women to break free from the cycle of seeking out these chaotic relationships, as they are constantly bombarded with images of bad boys being the ideal romantic partner. However, there's a growing movement towards recognizing the value of emotional stability, mutual respect, and consistent affection in relationships. More and more women are starting to realize that the chaotic, unpredictable nature of bad boys doesn't lead to long-term happiness. The emotional roller coaster may be exciting, but it's ultimately draining. The nice guy, with his steady presence and ability to offer emotional support, is beginning to be recognized as the type of partner that can lead to lasting fulfillment. It's not that women no longer find the bad boy attractive. It's simply that they begin to understand that a healthy, fulfilling relationship requires more than just excitement and passion. It requires trust, communication, and mutual support. As women grow and mature emotionally, they come to recognize that the excitement of the bad boy often pales in comparison to the emotional security offered by the nice guy. The conclusion of this exploration into why women choose bad boys, it's important to reflect on the larger picture. While the dynamics of attraction are incredibly complex, what ultimately drives the choice between the bad boy and the nice guy comes down to a mixture of psychological needs, emotional fulfillment, and societal influences. Women are not just drawn to bad boys because of their rebellious nature or the excitement they offer. It's often a combination of deeper psychological factors that shape this attraction. For many women, their relationships with bad boys represent a deep internal conflict between seeking stability and craving excitement. The bad boy, with his unpredictability, taps into the thrill of the unknown, the rush of intensity, and the emotional highs that can seem so intoxicating. But this rush comes with a price: emotional turmoil, instability, and, often, pain. The nice guy, on the other hand, offers the steady, calming force of reliability, emotional availability, and kindness. He provides the foundation for a lasting, stable relationship. However, for some, the lack of emotional chaos may feel unexciting, and the allure of the bad boy remains hard to resist. At the heart of it, the attraction to bad boys is a manifestation of deeper emotional needs. For those who have experienced emotional uncertainty or instability in childhood, the chaotic energy of the bad boy may feel familiar. It's a cycle they've internalized, and as much as it can be emotionally draining, it can also be comforting in its familiarity. But the key to breaking this cycle lies in emotional awareness and maturity. Once a woman begins to understand the patterns driving her attraction to the bad boy, she may start to shift her focus toward healthier, more fulfilling relationships, ones that provide emotional stability without sacrificing passion. Another crucial element in this dynamic is the idea of personal growth. As women grow older and gain more life experience, their understanding of what they truly want in a relationship evolves. What once seemed exciting and thrilling emotional chaos, unpredictability, and the rush of chasing a bad boy may give way to a desire for deeper emotional connection, respect, and stability. The realization that emotional security is more fulfilling than the unpredictability of the bad boy is an important turning point. The nice guy, often overlooked in the past, starts to emerge as the partner who offers the stability and consistency needed to build a lasting and meaningful relationship. However, this transition is not always smooth. It can take time for women to fully recognize the value of the nice guy and to break free from the cycle of choosing bad boys. The allure of the bad boy is deeply ingrained in many people's perception of romance, partly due to the glamorization of this archetype in media and popular culture. But when women start to look beyond the surface level, when they stop focusing solely on the emotional highs and begin to consider what truly makes them feel loved, respected, and valued, the appeal of the bad boy begins to fade. In fact, the more a woman matures emotionally and comes to understand her own needs, the more she realizes that real, lasting happiness in a relationship is found in emotional security, communication, and mutual respect. The bad boy may provide moments of intensity, but those moments are fleeting. They can never replace the steady, fulfilling love that comes from a relationship built on trust, support, and emotional depth. The nice guy may not come with the same dramatic highs and lows, but he offers something far more valuable: peace, comfort, and the opportunity for a love that can last a lifetime. Ultimately, women who choose the nice guy over the bad boy are not settling for something less exciting or passionate. Rather, they are choosing to prioritize emotional health, security, and long-term fulfillment over the fleeting rush of excitement that the bad boy offers. The true beauty of a relationship with a nice guy lies in the emotional connection that is built over time, the shared moments of kindness, the steady support, and the deep understanding that comes with knowing someone truly, without the chaos of unpredictability. And as women begin to embrace the value of emotional stability, they start to see that the most rewarding relationships aren't those marked by drama or intensity. They are those that are rooted in respect, mutual care, and the ability to grow together. The bad boy may have once seemed irresistible, but as women mature and develop a deeper understanding of their own desires and needs, they come to realize that the steady, loving presence of the nice guy is far more fulfilling in the long run. It's important to note that the journey toward understanding one's emotional needs and choosing the right partner is personal for everyone. There is no right or wrong choice in the path we take toward love. Some women may find that their attraction to bad boys is a phase they outgrow, while others may continue to seek out partners who challenge their emotional boundaries. The key is self-awareness and emotional maturity, recognizing what truly brings fulfillment and growth in a relationship. The secret reason why women choose bad boys is a blend of emotional complexity, psychological patterns, and cultural influences. It's not just about the excitement, it's about deep-rooted needs and desires that often go unnoticed until we take the time to look inward and reflect. As women grow, learn, and evolve, they begin to understand the importance of emotional well-being. And that's when they realize that a stable, supportive relationship, built on trust and respect, is what truly leads to happiness. So, while the bad boy may always have an element of allure, his mystique, his confidence, his emotional intensity, it's the nice guy who ultimately holds the key to a deeper, more lasting connection. And as women embrace the power of self-awareness, they find themselves moving away from the chaotic world of the bad boy and into the warm, steady embrace of the nice guy, where true love, trust, and fulfillment await.